Hey there, Ulti Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Duel Masters Cobalt. In the last episode, we finished up Luke's campaign, and in this episode, we're going to be starting Flynn's campaign. It's time to get edgy, it's time to get dark, even though we were already using darkness with Luke. But now we're just going to be using more darkness. Lots of darkness going on. Apparently we work at a store. Do store clerks normally wear aprons?
Over here.
Do I know you?
That's not important. I have information that you need to know.
About what?
The upcoming tournament. There's more at stake than just cards. You and your friends are in danger.
Danger? From what?
It's not what, it's who. The Widow.
Flynn! Quit standing around and get back to work!
We'll talk again soon. Meet me at the mall after work.
Okay, spooky helmet person. Neat. That's certainly a different kind of intro than the other two got, that's for sure. Alright, it is a new day. It is a new session.
Flynn, over here.
Aren't you?
We talked at the store.
Who's Widow? And what do you mean about my friends being in danger?
Widow's my employer, and you and your friends are in danger because you stand in her way.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a warning. I work for the Widow, but I don't agree with what she's doing. I need help from someone on the outside. I need your help, Flynn.
Okay.
Widow just sent Caitlin to the tournament hall to steal some important tournament paperwork. I'm going to swap in some false records for Caitlin to find, so I need you to distract her. She'll be pretty focused on finishing her mission, so you'll have to provoke her into a duel. She flies off the handle pretty easily. Try and use that to your advantage.
Okay. I'll head to the tournament hall right away.
Caitlin. We fought Caitlin before, didn't we? I recognize the name. Don't know who would be, but we've definitely fought a Caitlin before. Okay, so interesting. So, like, this one is... This campaign, at the very least, seems more related to Widow, which makes sense because Widow is a darkness user. So it kind of makes sense for the darkness user to go, to the darkness guy to go along with that. Also, if she's not just Widow, if she's the Widow, who died? Who died to make her a Widow? If she's not if that's not just her name, but also her title. I don't know. Anyways, so I think the important thing for me to know first and foremost is what the heck my deck is. Because what I kind of realized in retrospect of having played all through Luke's campaign in that one single sitting is when it started out, I was not playing very great. And obviously I do think that the campaign started out a lot harder than like what it led to. But I also feel like part of it was just I wasn't using the deck to its prime advantage, because I was unfamiliar with the deck. So I think that it is important for me to see what I have in store. So most of this stuff we do recognize. We recognize Bloody Skeeto, Skeleton Soldier, Bone Ghoul, Bone Assassin, Giga Geel is just a Slayer. Gotcha. So we got a lot of Slayers then. We got some Death Smokes, that's good. Bone Spider, we used him as Luke. We didn't use Skeleton Soldier or Bone Ghoul much, but like... I got rid of Skeleton Soldier immediately, but can't do that here. Our other deck is Nature, which is interesting. That's what I predicted, because it's the only one we haven't used yet. So let's see what Nature cards we've got. We've got two Burning Mains, they're just pretty regular, okay. Aura Blast does what? Creates Power Attacker. Gotcha. Ultimate Force gives me mana. Golden Wing is just a power attacker. We got more gray balloons, so that's good. We got those. We had them before. Sword Butterfly, I think we've seen on the opposing team, so they're just another power attacker. We got Bell Befflo again. Silver Fist, Lost Soul is unique. Oh my god, we have this card? Oh man, we've got this card. Okay. Your opponent discards all cards from his hand. I've had this used against me before. It can be unfortunate. Silver Fist? Okay. So if we have a Lost Soul, this could be a good thing if we, like, want to hit a bunch of shields. We can do that, and then use Lost Soul, and then just get rid of all of them. So that's good to keep in mind. Gregorian Worm is just good for a shield trigger. And Mana Nexus. That's... yeah, add a card from your Mana Zone to your shields. So what I've noticed whenever the computers use this is that, like, it pretty much just, like, picks the worst possible option for that. But, like, if we have Mana Nexus, like, we gotta pay attention to what we can put into Mana Nexus. It's gonna be very useful, I think. Alright, so we don't have some of the best nature cards, but those are probably being saved for the actual nature deck. In the meantime, I think this is a pretty basic start. Makes sense. Alright. Before we actually go to the tournament hall, I'm gonna just fight somebody just to kind of get the hang of something.
You're going down.
Just because, like, last time, when I was playing as Luke, I just went right into it. And I had no idea what I was doing, and things just kind of went poorly for me. So I want at least one battle to, like, kind of get the swing of things. Plus, I know I'm going to need to fight a couple of randos anyway for Master Rank eventually. So I think it's a good thing to kind of start like this. Anyways, Gregorian Worm's mostly useful for that, so... okay. So yeah, like, now we're just gonna have to figure out strategy and whatnot, and see what playing regular old Darkness is like. You're starting with the Braidclaw. That's a little unfortunate, considering I don't really have much else. But I guess I can get out a Bone Ghoul and kill it later. Burning Mane doesn't seem to do much, so I'm just going to get it for some nature mana. Alright. So I'm gonna have to accept an attack. And he's going to summon another Braidclaw, probably. Yep. Makes sense. Well, we got Lost Soul, but I don't know if I want to hang on to that for that long. Vigil is a bit too expensive to hang on to as well. For right now, I think. Okay, Bone Ghoul, kill the Braidclaw. Because if we let these guys stick around for too long, it's just going to start to cause problems. You know? For the time being, we have the issue of, like, we don't have any blockers that would help right now. But the more creatures we have on the battlefield, the better. What is this guy gonna do? Without the mana, he's probably gonna summon Joe. Understandable. Okay, good. We got a blocker. That's what we wanted. Silver Fist. Is that possible? I don't think Lost Soul is worth hanging on to for right now. Alright. I think Gray Balloon is more important for the blockering capabilities. Burning Mane... neither of these two do anything different. They're basically the same thing. So one will kill Braidclaw, and the other will hit a shield. I know I've said this before, but I really do wonder how like, this Let's Play is shaping out from a watching standpoint, because it really is solely just strategy. It's just me talking about, like, my game plans. Are you... fine. is just very annoying. What's just very annoying? No, I was talking about something else entirely. Like, the whole thing about, like, deleting one of my mana is what popped into my head. Like, all I'm doing is just talking about, like, what my actual gameplay is. I'm doing strategy. I don't know how engaging that might be, I guess. I'm hopeful that it's engaging. I'm hopeful that, like, this is very interesting for people to watch through and just watch me play. Like, it feels like a good showcase of Duel Masters to me. Someone who's not necessarily an expert, but, like, is, like, versed enough to, like, hopefully be just doing something engaging with this. I don't know. By the way, this is Mighty Shouter. I don't think we have actually seen him yet, but this is what he is. We might have seen him before, I don't remember exactly. Can summon Skeleton Soldier for the first time. You know what, just for... I kind of want to say just for shits and giggles, but I'm probably about to win anyway, so let's just, like... Let's just fight. Of course, it will depend on the shields and whatnot, but, like... It feels, like, very indicative that, like... Unless something goes horribly wrong, I'm about to win. But yeah, I don't know, like, all I have is just the... strategy. The story is fun to watch and, like, and whatnot, but, like, there's not a whole ton to talk about in terms of the story or hypothesize on. And it's also, like, relatively few and far between. Like, there's maybe, like, a 2-minute cutscene in between, like, 10-15 minutes of game of strategy. So it's, like, it's a minimal part of the Let's Play. Ray, Stone Sword, Bone Assassin, the Ripper. Bone Assassin does what? Is a Slayer. Okay. That's pretty good. Alright, so that was a nice little warm-up, I think. So let's add Bone Assassin to my deck. But yeah, another thing that I brought up about, like, how, like, I feel like part of the issue from the get-go was, with Luke's deck, the light deck, was that I was unfamiliar with the deck, and I kept saying, like, oh, this deck is not good, etc., etc. And in a way, it's kind of related to, like, the Rusty stuff, where, he had this whole thing of, like, oh, I'm gonna take out a Giga Deal, actually. Where it's not about the cards, it's about how you use them. I feel like that kind of was true for how I was playing as Luke. When I got used to, like, how I was supposed to play as him, and with that deck, I started to do a lot better. Sure, I did get a couple of extra cards added to it, but, like, it wasn't necessarily nearly as much as it sometimes might have felt. Like, the things that I added to that deck were relatively minimal. For the most part, it kind of stayed consistent from beginning to end. I just learned how to use it better, which makes a big impact, you know? So, it's not about the cards, it's how you use them. Alright, so, Caitlyn.
Hey, Caitlyn, let's duel.
I'm busy.
All right. Oh, hey, is it true what they say?
Is what true?
That you've never won a duel without Marcus standing behind you, telling you what cards to play.
What?
Don't feel bad about it. Lots of people need help when they first start playing.
Listen, I play all my own games. I don't need anyone for anything.
Caitlyn, it's okay. I don't think any less of you for running away from this duel.
We're dueling right now.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't wanna...
Now!
Expert manipulation. Also, so this girl was... She's the one who had the second half of, like, all the cards for Rusty. I didn't realize she was a bad guy the entire time. I thought she was just some random girl to fight. Okay. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense why she was collecting the cards then. Alright, what are we starting with? We don't have any first turn anything, so I'm just going to start by... use that for mana. Right, so you're gonna be just fire, I guess? I don't remember if you had another thing or not. Oh, God damn it, you're starting with a break. Yeah, it makes sense, you're a fire. Do I have anything good to utilize then? Nope, I don't got a 2. Alright, well. Gotta deal with this. I think one thing I don't like about my starting deck here is that I don't have a ton of blockers. Or really just quick turn things in general. Like, I got some things, obviously. But it does just kind of mean that, like, when, against a Braid Claw, there's not a ton I can really do. When it comes out in the first turn, like, I just kind of gotta wait. Like, I feel like right now, I've pretty much done anything I could. So, I'm just gonna have to hope for some better stuff. And see what pops out. Burning Mane, Bone Assassin's a Slayer, Golden Wing's a Power Attacker. Got this so I can add... I don't know if I put anything worth... I did put in, like, the thing that gets me mana, in mana. So maybe that would be good. I could also maybe put Gregorian Worm in mana so that... in my shield so that it would just become a shield trigger. Because it's about to get hit, is the thing. What do I want out? Interestingly, I'm actually might be leaning towards Skeleton Soldier, because it can kill anything that's on the field right now. Either that or Golden Wing. Skeleton Soldier would be able to kill anything that's on the field. Let's get rid of Bladecraw? Bladecraw, yes. That's who his name is now. Okay, yep, saw that coming. Alright, I'm not loving this, but I think I'm still in a perfectly fine spot. Volcano Dawn's a bit rough. I got Death Smoke, that's good, but I think Bloody Skeeto might be more important. I don't feel like I need Bone Assassin right now. I think I just need creatures. So, I'm getting out Bloody Skeeto, that's for sure. I'm gonna get out Golden Wing because it's a power attacker. And Skeleton Soldier, for the first time ever, can do something and hit Kiritops. They gave him the sword. I don't think Skeleton Soldier normally has a sword. At least not that I'm used to. Well, I might have to check. Alright, do I block this? I don't think I do. Because I can kill it next turn. I think I let this go. Because now Immortal Baron will get blocked better. I think I'm going to use one of my mana nexuses. Get a card from mana to shields. So the question is, do I want Gregorian Worm? I think, to me, the answer is probably yes, because that'll just get me an extra creature. I don't think there's any other shield triggers that I have in this deck. Okay, so now that that's happened, I don't feel like I need this, so I'm adding that to mana. I could get Burning Mane out as well. Alright, so now, Golden Wing, I'll have kill Volcanodon. Get this thing out of here. Bird of Doom! And Skeleton Soldier, hit the player. Okay, we're making some progress, making some headway. Now, so here's the thing, we got Bloody Skeeto, but Bloody Skeetos can block this. It's just gonna die afterwards. So I'm gonna have to hope for another better blocker, because... I mean, I've got a lot of creatures now, so I can start making some good headway in terms of their shields. It's just kind of a shame that, like, we haven't gotten any other blockers. But I don't think I'm in a bad position right now. Especially because I do have a Death Smoke as well, so I can just kill this Volcanodon instantly. Sword Butterfly, the Power Attacker, Bone Assassin's Slayer. I don't necessarily need that just yet. Because, yeah, if I Death Smoke you now, there's nothing you can do. Because you're fire deck, so you don't have any blockers anyway, so all I need to do is just hope for no shield triggers, and I should be okay. Bird! Yeah, Burning Mane. Alright. What are you gonna do next? And then hammer, destroy a creature, okay. I don't need both of these guys, so... fair enough. That's all you're doing. Alright, well we got Grey Balloon out anyway, so... just in case, I'm bringing you in. Alright, Burning Mane, hit the... last shield. No shields. Alright, we're good. So, it was a bit of a rough start, but I kept my cool, and everything worked out. Skeleton Soldier brings us home. It's actually kind of funny how, like, I shit-talked... I shit-talked Skeleton Soldier, like, the entire time, but this time it was like, okay, it did something useful here, so that's worthwhile. Okay, nothing here that I'm really gonna want to use. Unless I want Spiral Gate just to have as a potential shield trigger. Which honestly may not be a terrible thing. Especially because I have Mana Nexus. That's not a terrible idea. I might wait until I have one other water card I might want to use, but like it's not a bad idea to just throw in a couple of things if I have multiple options to deal with them with, you know. I think I can make that work. We'll see. It'll be the first time I add a new civilization to these kinds of decks, but it would work, I think.
That was perfect. I gotta get back to Widow, but I'll contact you later. Thanks.
Is this guy like a human, or I have this weird vibe that he's like a creature that's just like, because like why else would you be in such a weird disguise thing, you know? I don't know. That's the vibe I get from him. I have no idea what it's gonna be. Okay, we're gonna go see Savy at the mall, and we might save or something like that. Who knows? I don't. I mean, the game autosaves, so probably not actually gonna save. I'm just making humor. Okay, Savy is here.
You, Flynn?
Yeah?
Word is, you've got quite the talent. Want a duel?
Sure.
Okay. 10 out of 10 dialogue. If sometimes it just feels like it's like a middle school play with like that kind of delivery. Works pretty well. Alright, what are we starting with? Lots of things. Sigagil is probably the most sensible thing because it's the most expensive. Okay, you look like Fire Darkness. That could be tricky. Oh, lots of skeleton soldiers, huh? Alright, that's the interesting thing about Shadow Moon. I don't have a Shadow Moon now that I think about it. I didn't start with one. But you got 2 Marrow Oozes, and that's annoying. Marrow Ooze dies when it hits a shield, though, right? I'm pretty certain that's its gimmick. It ate a butterfly! Now its grandfather is gonna die. And will change the future. Alright, well. I guess at the very least it's... I can't do anything about, like, the shield, my shield getting hit, but, like... You're getting rid of your blockers, at least. And you're probably bringing out Dude Joe, I guess? Alright, sure. I would have brought out Grey Balloon myself, personally, but... Whatever. Uh-huh. So, okay. I was gonna say, these seem like they're it's completely worthless to have both of these. But I will say, because Golden Wings race is a beast folk, that at least means there's a little bit more reason to have it because of the Beast Folk evolution Bark Whip. Because that's the thing about evolutions, they have to go on a specific race. That's one of the few things that I think race even has in this specific version of the game. Race does more in like the actual card game, especially when there aren't more cards to work with, but like... With this, it's kind of like, you know... But when you just look at, like, okay, they're both 3 mana, they're both nature, and they're both 2,000 plus power attacker, but Sword Butterfly is just stronger. It's like, oh, well, what's the point? Since I don't have Bark Whip, though, there is no point. Guess we'll start with that. Okay. Yeah, right now my deck does not have a ton of blockers, so I need to play Darkness, I think, a little bit. Ooh, hello. I need to play Darkness a little decently, like, aggressive, which is different from how I was playing Darkness last time. Because last time I had a whole bunch of Darkness blockers alongside all my light blockers. Now I don't really have that, so... I do think that's the key thing here. Do I want to use Mana Nexus right now? I think I'd rather use it now than later. I didn't have anything, necessarily. I think what makes the most sense is Silver Fist, because it's going to be the strongest thing I can get in that regard. It's going to be the strongest thing I can get back. Mostly the benefit here is just, you know, having things. Alright. So, Gregorian Worm is going to try and hit Dujo. Okay. Thanks, Gregorian Worm. Came out of my shields to murder this dude. Joe. Alright, and now... I guess I could have used Sword Butterfly, but... whatever. Whatever. I kind of forgot he was going to be a power attacker, but... it's alright. Because I guess the other thing is, I would have still tried to hit the player, and then he would have been blocked, and then Gregorian Worm would have died anyway, so it's like... Gregorian Worm is probably dying no matter what, now that I think about it. So... it's okay. But yeah, what I know about, like, more, like, aggressive playstyles, generally, is, like, if you're playing an aggressive playstyle versus another aggressive playstyle... Ooh. I don't know what I just dropped. That's an unfortunate train. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think I'm gonna need Bone Assassin. Although I do have the other Slayer is the thing. Okay, so... Sword Butterfly needs to kill Locomotiver. I'm going to be shieldless in a moment, because there's nothing I can do to stop Yukarn right now. But I have the Slayer, so that means I can kill Yukarn after this. Oh, please don't put out Grey Balloon. Please don't put out Grey Balloon. Please don't put out Grey Balloon. No! Oh, that sucks. Oh, that fucking sucks. Give me a... No, I needed... Oh, that Death Smoke wouldn't work on you anyway. Oh, I could have used it on the... Ooh, that's... I think that kills me. Unless AI is stupid, I think that kills me. Ooh, that sucks. Ooh, that sucks. Ooh, that sucks. Oh, that's the card that I lost when when the train came out. I lost the thing that makes me delete all of his cards. Don't know if there's anything I can do. Well, hold on. Maybe I can manipulate the AI into Because I've got creatures. Okay, it's blocking with Gray Balloon. Okay. We are in the clear. Alright. Because the AI tends to prioritize protecting its shields, as far as I can tell. So now that it's done that, Belbethlo can kill Yukharn with its Slayer ability. Okay. We are relatively in the clear right now. It should not... This guy should not be able to kill me next turn. And I haven't summoned anything yet either, so I can also get out something that might help me. I think next turn I need to just focus on doing damage. Actually, hold on, I want to look at Skeleton Soldier's art. Yeah, like, where's the sword in this art? Online. Where? Like, I kind of, like, see, like, the axe thingy that he's also holding, maybe. But, like, sword? No, they just kind of gave him a sword. I must wait. Because, see, in my head, the thing on behind him looks like it's coming out of, like, his back. Like, did they interpret that as another arm? But, like, I think I get it. Oh. See, the way I interpret this art is that, like, he's got two arms coming out of his left side, and then one coming out of his back. But I think they interpreted it as just, like, he's got a regular humanoid form. And that the thing on the back is a sword that he's holding rather than, like, some sort of, like, weird, like, scorpion-esque claw. Okay. So I actually interpreted it more gruesomely than, like, they did. Interesting. Usually I feel like I would be the opposite. Honestly, I'm genuinely thinking for thumbnail purposes, I kind of want to have Skeleton Soldier out. Just to give it the chance to shine, because I don't think I'm going to be using much Skeleton Soldier relatively. As like, I get more cards. So for the bit! What else can he even summon? Flame Tropus. That doesn't help him that much. Okay. Sorry, there was a doorbell in the way. I didn't have much to say anyway, but... Alright, and just like that, we have won. Once again, back with a little against the wall there, but I managed to make it work. I got worried, I'll admit. I got worried, but I kept trying to think of how I could win, and it turned out okay. And that's what I really like about Duel Masters, is that to me, especially because, like, even when you lose all your shields, that doesn't necessarily mean it's all over. You just gotta keep thinking. Writhing Bone Ghoul, okay. Writhing Bone Ghoul is just existing, okay. And Silver Axe. Okay, interesting. That might be worth putting on in my thing. Alright, I'm an amateur now. Amateur. Alright, so that was just a random fight. I don't know why we're doing it, but we were just doing it. The game told us to. You check out the card shop or the museum. A lot of the best Darkness players hang out there. Am I gonna be fighting a lot of Darkness players? I hope they all have Shadow Moons, because that would help boost me. You can sell cards. See Chuck. He grows tulips. Alright, Clustering. Darkness Monk wants to see me at the museum. That's fast. Alright. Let's go... What did I get? I got... I got a silver axe that I wanted to add. Lost Soul is kind of expensive to have a multiple of, so I'm gonna get rid of one. I'm gonna add in silver axe. Where's the other one? Where's that other power attacker that I don't need? Sword Butterfly is 2,000 plus 3,000. Where's the 2,000 plus 2,000? It's Golden Wing. I'm gonna take these out. Just 'cause I really don't think I need them. They really genuinely just seem kind of useless in comparison to the other guy. I did kind of want to add Spiral Gate for a shield trigger option. And I guess on top of that I could also add Phantom Fish just to have an extra blocker potential. I don't know. It's weird to have just 2 random water cards, but like, I don't know. Might as well. Might as well see what I can do with a triple thing. Because yeah, Grey Balloon really is my only other blocker. And I guess Bloody Skeeto, but I don't have many Bloody Skeetos yet. So, I think adding that for, like, potential Spiral Gate could help if it gets a shield trigger, if I get to use it with Mana Nexus. And then also there's just, like, there's having the extra blocker potential could help. I don't know. That's really all it is. And either way, it'll help. If I get it. Otherwise, then it'll just be nice mana usage. You know what I'm trying to say. Either way, next time on Let's Play Duel Masters, I'm gonna meet you guys at the museum, because that's apparently where the monk's gonna be. So we're getting into things pretty quickly in this one. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the plot does seem more relevant. Like the overarching like Widow evil plot seems relevant more for Flynn here than it did for Rusty and Luke. So. Yeah. See you guys next time.